It's incredible. Vibe coding is all the rage, and artificial intelligence now allows you to program software without needing to touch a single line of code. You just need to have the technical knowledge and know how to direct the AI. So here we are. Using AntiGravity, we are going to create our first x402 server. It will be a simple server that will allow us to do additions and subtractions by making x402 calls. So right in the settings, we are here. We click Create New API Key. We can give it any name. For example, my first API, my first API key. We leave this empty so that we practically have our API key. Okay, I got a code here on my phone. I simply put it in. Perfect. So once my API key is generated, I just have to copy this and go here to the server with credentials to use the Coinbase payment facilitator. And we are already adding our credentials that we just registered on the platform. Very good. So we wait for this to start working. This will be quick. Okay, here I'll make a small cut while the platform finishes developing. Let's make a small cut here. Done. So now let's check here. Done. It's ready. Okay, so let's review the plan. Let's proceed with the plan. Then our x402 server will start building. So to install the dependencies, we simply tell it, okay, please install all. Okay, all the dependencies. Let's send it. Now we are simply developing our code using the x402 protocol. And in a matter of a few seconds or minutes, we already have our first server. Now then, something very important that we have to do is that once we have our server built, we need to add a specific endpoint that will allow us to sign up on Yupy One. So let's do a test right now. Okay, here I have, let's enter here in incognito to do a test. I enter Yupy One, and since it's the first time I enter, it will ask me to create my wallet. So I click Create here. I already have my account created. Okay, let's pick a username, and since we are signing up, let's sign up as sellers. First, I'll give myself a name. I'll call myself What's Up, EA Serverless. Okay, this is my first server. Something very important when you sign up as a developer is you have to add exactly this specific endpoint as such. So what we're going to do is copy this. So we simply take the code and paste it here and tell it, please implement this endpoint. This is very important since this unique code will allow us to verify ourselves, so Yupy One knows that this is our server. Okay, getting scheduled. Let's wait a bit. Okay, so this is finished programming. We're going to send it this second instruction, which is to add the verification code that Yupy One needs so we can register as programmers or developers and start publishing videos. Something very important we need to configure is the wallet where we will receive the x402 payments. So for that, let's go here and install MetaMask as such. So let's search. We are going to install the wallet. It's the first time we enter. You already know this flow is super simple to do. We simply go, install the extension, create a new wallet on the base blockchain. Let's see then. We simply click on Get MetaMask. Let's install it for Chrome. So once our MetaMask wallet is created, we just have to look for the base network here. We're going to copy the address. We're going to copy our wallet's public address, and we're going to ask it to include it. Let's tell it then. Include the wallet, our public key. Okay, include the payment method. Vibe coding really, it's just replacing this here. Let's click Accept Changes on this, and click Replace on this. And done. That's it. Oh, look, it had already included it in this file. Personally, I'm deploying this on Google Cloud, specifically on the Cloud Run service. So once the implementation is finished, we already have our deploy the server. As I mentioned before, I usually deploy it on Cloud Run, as this is an efficient way to do it. So this is almost finished deploying. Let's wait a moment, and when it's ready, we'll simply put that URL, which, by the way, already has the integrated code. Right here, we can look for it if you want. Let's search here. We have our routes, and the one that matters to us is this one. The route or specific endpoint that allows Yupy One to know that we are the owner of this microservice as such. And with this, it will allow us to, so we just have to wait for this to finish deploying on Google Cloud. And I'll show you how easy it is, simply by putting the URL returned by Google Cloud for my service deployed in their cloud. Okay. So once this finishes deploying, I will simply copy the URL returned by Google Cloud for my service deployed in their cloud, paste it right here in Yupy One, and you'll see how easy it is. Simply by pasting that there, I can register as a developer. Okay, while this deploys, something very important is that Yupy One uses the openapi.json to know what microservices we have. So let's tell it here if it added by any chance openapi.json to all microservices. Let's see. This is very important to have OpenAPI properly configured because, as I mentioned, Yupy One uses it to know which microservices we have. So once our server is deployed in cloud, on Google Cloud, I simply come and copy the URL of, right here it is. Let's remember we already have the OpenAPI. I just come here to Yupy One, I enter my endpoint /openapi.json /, and I simply click here on Verify, and it will automatically start. I simply click Accept here on the terms and conditions, and now I can start publishing videos. And all the endpoints that I have published as such will appear here automatically. And that's how you can organically get web traffic, not only from AI agents discovering your x402 endpoints in the Coinbase bazaar, but from real people, real humans, who realize those microservices you created exist thanks to the videos you publish on the Yupy One social network as such. So now let's, for example, upload a video here. We can choose this test video, for example. We are going to publish the video right now. As I said, this service is the first social network built natively on top of the x402 protocol. As such, right now we are in the testing process on DevNet, but soon, next week, we will be in production.